Yo, Sway here. I have both Raidens here, and we're going to talk about which one you should get if you are getting a Raiden. And I just want to disclose this probably isn't what you're expecting when it comes to a video like this. And in my opinion, more than anything, when it comes to choosing a softness for an artisan pad, it's all about finding what your preference is. I really want to break down the idea that there is an optimal softness for each different artisan pad and kind of shift it into helping people find what their preference is before they spend money. So I went with what was generally recommended for my first three artisan pads. I got a Shiddenkai mid, I got a Raiden mid, and then I got a xsoft. And that's basically what people recommend when you're talking about those pads. And they were all really dope, and I love all three of them. But then the new Hayato Otsu came out, and they were sold out of everything except for xsoft. So I was like, whatever, I'll go with it. And I fell in love. And me falling in love with that pad made me get the Raiden xsoft. And I fell in love again, and it really made me want to make this video because now I've experienced all three of the artisan softnesses, and I've put hundreds of hours into all of them. And I just want to help y'all make a decision. So I'll go on and say that between the two Raidens, this one's the mid, this one's the xsoft. I like the xsoft more. I just have so much more fun with it, and I'll get into that. And in the case of the Raiden specifically, I see like a lot of pseudo facts thrown around about how the mid will just be faster, and in my case, it just isn't true. They're both really quick. I'll go from one Raiden to the next. Like it is like so quick, regardless of the softness, and I really don't see a difference between mid and xsoft. I think the pseudo facts come from people maybe like they like monkey grip on xsoft and like put a lot of pressure into the sponge or something, or have a lot of like weight on their arm, but they're both just as quick, and that's why I say it. It really is a preference thing because the weave doesn't change. Nothing about the pad fundamentally changes other than the sponge. And I don't know. I think people may have perceived it as like the mid being faster in the past, but I don't think that's like necessarily all the way 100% true the way people make it out to be. I just want to really break down the the weird ideas that get like thrown around on Reddit and help people make the right decision. So, in my opinion, the mid will suit you if you're heavy-handed and if you don't pick up your mouse too much. I think it'll be perfect for you. If you don't have much experience with like softer cloth pads, it's probably the safer bet. Just because, you know, the mid, you can't go wrong with the mid. I use this pad. This is probably like the pad I have the most hours in, honestly, just because I used it for so long before getting other artisan pads, before getting my Hayato Otsu and whatnot. So I definitely have a lot of time in it, but I still like the xsoft more, and I think the xsoft is a good pad for you if you are coming into it like already with the experience of softer pads. Like if you have already owned a soft artisan pad, I think you'll be really happy with xsoft. People really sleep on xsoft, and you don't see it get recommended too much. But I honestly think a lot of people just haven't tried it. And now that I've tried all three, for any artisan pad in the future that I get, I will be buying xsoft. Honestly, like just straight up, I will just buy it like that. Just because I've already enjoyed the Hayato Otsu and this Raiden xsoft a lot. And I guess it really is hard to like just straight up recommend one or the other to someone. But if you're light-handed and you don't really have an issue with not putting too much weight on your pad, I think you'll like this a lot. I really like the feeling the sponge gives you, especially like if you're picking up your pad like your mouse a lot to like recorrect. It feels very like natural, but like when I'm on a hard pad or a mid, I feel like I'm like slamming my desk, even if I'm like recorrecting very softly. So the xsoft just like it pairs so well with that, and it feels really effortless to pick up your mouse and drop it. And I think there's a bit of feedback you get from the softness of the sponge that I really enjoy that I don't get from the mid. So I don't know. I really wish there was a more objective way to recommend one over the other. But you're probably just gonna have to watch quite a few reviews, especially if you've never bought an artisan pad. Like watch quite a few reviews, get some other opinions that aren't mine, because I'm not really gonna tell you to buy one over the other. I like the xsoft more, and that's my preference. And I think you really have to come as close to an educated guess as you can, so you're not just spending money that you might regret. But even then, I would never have ever regretted my purchase of the Raiden Mid. I just like the xsoft a little bit more. That's really all it comes down to. And if you buy any artisan pad, you're going to be happy as long as it's Ninja FX. Like you're not buying one of the non-stitched ones. I think the other options are. I don't know. Only get the Ninja FX, and XL is a pretty prime size, and you can't go wrong with any artisan pad. I will say that forever, and they're just amazing. So you really got to try it. I hope this video helped at all. I know it's kind of weird, but I don't know. If you haven't tried it, if you own artisan pads and you haven't tried xsoft, please try it out next. It's really dope. And I guess that's all I have for you today. And I appreciate you all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.